Over the past 5 years, I've been able to build a 7-figure dropshipping business selling on Amazon and eBay. And on this channel, I've made videos about the software I use, my process, and how I run my business. So in this video, we're going to be starting at the beginning, and I'm going to show you how to get started with wholesale dropshipping. Step 1. The first step is to set up your business. You can either do this by doing business as yourself, also known as a sole proprietor, or by its cooler name, a sole prop, or you can form a legal business entity. The difference is that if you choose to be a sole proprietor, you're doing business as yourself. There's no separation between your business assets or yours. So if you get sued, then they can go after your personal stuff, including that NFT that you just bought. The way that you can help prevent this is by forming a legal business entity, which will create separation between your business assets and your personal ones. The most common entity that you'll see is known as an LLC. Forming an LLC is pretty simple. You can do it by yourself or you can use an online service. The main thing that you're just going to need to know is how much it will cost in your state, as well as you just need to check to make sure that your business name is available. After you form your LLC, you then need to get what's known as an EIN. To put it really simply, an EIN will act as your business's social security number. Just as you get a social security number when you're born, as soon as your business is born, it's going to get an EIN. In order to get an EIN, you're going to go to the IRS's official website. After you receive it with the EIN, you can then use it to go ahead and open up a business bank account, get a business credit card, or use it to apply for platforms like Amazon and Walmart. Essentially, what an EIN does is it allows the IRS to track your activity so they can see how much money you're making so that they know how much money they're making. That joke took me like 2 hours to come up with, so maybe throw a thumbs up my way. So here's where it starts to get interesting. After you get your EIN, you can then get the most important document that you're going to need in order to start wholesale. This is going to be called the resale certificate. What a resale certificate does is it's going to allow you to purchase products from wholesalers so that you can go ahead and resell them. Normally, when you buy a product, you pay sales tax because you're the one using that product. But when we're buying products to resell, since we're not the end consumer, we are not paying sales tax. There's a lot more to discuss when it comes to resale certificates, which is why I have a full in-depth video and I'm going to link that down below. Step 2. After you set up your business, the next step is to find great suppliers for your business. There are a lot of ways to find suppliers in wholesale. The 3 most common ways that I use in my business is using Google and other search engines, looking through trade shows, as well as just by looking at competitors. Let's go ahead and quickly break each one down. The first way is through Google. Google is the largest search engine, so we want to take advantage of that by entering in our search term and making sure that it's as tailored as possible so that we get the best results. For example, if I wanted to find suppliers for home decor, I would type in home decor and then I can put wholesale distributors or wholesale dropshippers or wholesale suppliers to get the best results. As a rule of thumb, I typically avoid the ads and I skip straight down to where you're going to find the good results. What I'm looking for is I'm looking to analyze the title, the website, and the metadata just to see if it describes an actual wholesaler. For example, we have a couple of results right here. So here we have a company where it says we are designers, importers, and distributors of uniquely designed and attractively priced wholesale items. Sounds good, let's go for it. Going to their website, I see that they have products, I see that I can register to shop, and if I scroll to the bottom, I see that there is a section where I can go ahead and I can learn more about their policies, so I'm going to take a look at that. And on their website, I found an article that talks about dropshipping and mentions that they offer dropshipping as a service. So now I want to go ahead and contact them so I can get an account and potentially see what products they have. For trade shows, you can use Google to find trade shows near you or across the country in different industries. For example, we have the Las Vegas market, which is obviously in Las Vegas, and they deal with home decor, furniture, etc. With trade shows, you can either attend in person, which I definitely recommend, it's a great experience, or you can look in line through their exhibitor list. As you'll see, they have their exhibitor directory, and it's going to be a list of companies that are attending, so you can go through the list, see their items, get their contact information, and message them about potentially opening an account and buying products. Method 3 is looking at competitors, and this is by far the best method for my business. The way that it works is you go to a specific marketplace and you look for competitors that are selling items from suppliers who dropship. For example, I have a supplier, Creative Co-op. I know that they dropship. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the products and see who's selling them. So I found a seller that has around 9,000 feedback. Usually I look for sellers between around 1,000 to 3,000 feedback. Anything over that usually means that they're a really big business. But just for the example, what I would do is I click on the seller's name and it's going to open up their Amazon store. Then you can go ahead and you can either click to their storefront or to their products and you're going to see the brands that they sell. Once you see the brands, what I do is I go to Google and I search up the brand name, plus I search up wholesale or open a wholesale account. I found that they're selling this brand name, Swan Creek Candle, and when I go to Google to enter it in, you can see that there are already other people who are entering this. So I'm going to search up wholesale and let's see what Google brings up. If we go to Google, we actually found their wholesale website. Now what I can do is I can go ahead and I can look at their products, see what else they sell, and if I can actually get an account. And if I can and everything checks out, then I might apply. So those were some super simple breakdowns. However, I have more of a step-by-step process in other videos that will be linked down below. The third step is that after you find some suppliers and you contact them, you then want to vet them to make sure that they fit in with your business. After you vet them, go ahead and ask them about opening a wholesale account after everything checks out. Once you get that wholesale account, you can look at their products, see what's profitable and what's not, and then list the items that are profitable. The process for applying for a wholesaler will differ depending on the supplier, but usually what they'll ask for is just the information about your business, as well as a copy of your resale certificate. These are just a couple of steps in getting started and building your business, and this is exactly how I got started. I found wholesale suppliers, I listed their products, and I just rinsed and repeat until I had a really good selection of suppliers and products to where I was making enough profit, and then I could then reinvest that into my business, start using software to automate more tasks, hire virtual assistants and employees, and then just automate more tasks so I can continuously grow my business. So I hope you enjoyed that super simple breakdown. I know that it was really basic. However, I do have more in-depth videos that cover each topic. And as I said, those are going to be linked down below. So do check those out. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, be sure to go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. No need to break your screen. Just do a gentle tap. And if you also did enjoy, be sure to go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.